Okay, I want to say welcome to everybody here. Welcome to another video. I'm very happy to share every time anything I can share. Now, in this video I want to say hello to everybody who's watching. Okay, this video is going to be aimed at everybody, okay, for anyone who is into doing martial arts or who is interested in learning martial arts, okay. Now, or any time, but I'm saying there are people out there who've never done martial arts before, and you've never trained in any martial arts before, okay. And you may be young, you may be old. There are people who are younger than me by years who want to start martial arts training, and they may or may not have any experience in it, or they may have never trained martial arts, such as someone I've spoken to recently. Someone was asking me about the martial arts, another young person by the name of Ashley, okay, who I believe is 14, and Ashley said that she would like to start learning martial arts. So if you're watching this video, Ashley, you know, I support you, and I want to say, you know, great, you know, martial arts is for self-defense and for health, okay, but you know, it is what it is, and there are many different styles of martial arts, as in different kinds of martial arts. Yeah, she said that she watched one of my videos and she liked that some of the training I was doing. It was one of my crazy videos where I was training on my punch bag and giving all these crazy scenarios and stuff. It was one of my fun videos. There was another young person, I can't remember the person's name now. What was your name? There's a couple actually. There was someone by the name of Jacket a long time ago, last year sometime, who was interested in doing martial arts too after they watched one of my videos. And there was somebody else also that sent me a message, and when I checked the message, it was like 4 or like 6 years ago that they left me the message, and I was too late receiving the message, but they said they was like really into learning martial arts, you know. And I replied, but it was like they were just thanking me for what I was sharing on the videos, you know. And in the recent, as I say, for years now, I have actually been teaching just what I understand in my martial arts and my experience. I've actually been teaching people, you know, face to face, getting my head kicked in. No, just kidding. Luckily, I haven't had my head kicked in by anybody, but I've been able to teach various things about just what I know, you know, to college students. Most of those students being young adults, like from the ages of let's say 17 to 24. Okay, between like, well, actually I've not actually taught anybody of that age. I've taught people ages ranging from, let's say, 18, 19 to 24. I've never actually taught any young people. I've taught my younger brother Wayne a little bit of martial arts in the past, right? I've also taught one of my family, like relatives, okay, my wife's auntie's kid, what do you call that, nephew or whatever it is, this little boy, I taught him some martial arts too, and when we were all together there, and I was teaching him a little bit of Wing Chun, you know, stuff, Wing Chun, Yong Chun. And basically, you know, I believe martial arts is a good thing to start when you're young. It really is a lifelong. I'm yawning while I'm saying it. It is a lifelong journey, a lifelong learning thing. I am currently 37 years old, and I'm very happy when I know that younger people are getting into the martial arts. Like, I've got a good friend of mine, okay, Dwayne. Hi, Dwayne, if you're watching it. He's teaching his sons martial arts. He's, you know, they're very young, like about 5 years of age. But let's just talk about martial arts briefly. I don't really want to ramble. I mean, I know some of my videos are pretty long. I'm in no way some real big expert or tough person to actually be like, what do you call it, an ambassador, someone to like really share, and like I know everything, you know. I'm humble, but I'm also humbly, honestly true in what I'm saying. That I only know what I know. You can see that I'm not like the biggest built muscle man, tough guy, and all this. I'm not a fan of MMA, as I've already said. I don't really like MMA for my own personal reasons. I'm not really into it. It's like a lot of things. Nobody can be interested in the same, or like everything. You know what I mean? There's things you're going to like, and there's things you're not going to like. MMA is like a very popular thing now. People are doing. And that's what I'll call it, you know. But I've never been a big, massive fan of that kind of martial arts or fighting. However, that being said, the athletes and the people that do MMA are very, very strong, very fit, very strong, and they've got a lot of skill, and they are absolutely not only great athletes, but they're great fighters. And the skills are, of course, very applicable for street fighting, self-defense, and for keeping fit. So for men and women and young people of all ages, you know, well, of various ages, you know, young people, you can train and study and learn, you know, that if you wanted to. But I do not really favour the MMA training, okay? I really don't like it so much, okay? I know if I was in a ring fight, if I was to get into a ring fight, I'd probably get battered, you know, get my ass beaten. That's the truth. But the thing is though, okay, there's different qualities in all of the martial arts, and based on what I've learned in my life, just based on what I've learned, okay, I started my martial arts training when I was 12, okay, back in the UK, in England, where I come from. And as I say, later on I moved to live in China, so I live in China, as I say. But for many years I studied various martial arts. I studied karate first. I studied for 3 years. And then I did kickboxing for 3 years. Then I did 5 animal kung fu for 3 years, and a little bit of Wing Chun on the side, which is also another kung fu style. I've done bits of other training, like little bits of taekwondo and stuff. When I was doing the 5 animal kung fu training, I also learned some basic weapons training, like some sticks and sword, like kind of training. Obviously, you're not going to be carrying swords and sticks on the road, hopefully, on the street, but this is just for self-defense. It's for the knowledge, basically, training the knowledge, you know. And when you train to fight with like those weapons and stuff, that's basically, it's also teaching the movement of your body, how to move. It's not really the thing, it's just your body. You're also learning how to move in certain ways. So it's for the mind and the body, the coordination, you know, the fitness within your frame, you know, your body frame. So let's just continue anyway, okay? So as I say, yeah, so I came to China. I continued my martial arts training, and I studied more kung fu, like Chinese arts. I learned long fist wushu forms for fitness and stuff. Excuse me, a little bit tired today. Excuse me, but you know, weapons training again under that. So the long bow staff, the long stick, and the sword training and stuff too, broadsword. And I also learned a little bit of basic Tai Chi. It's actually Tai Chi it's pronounced, and Bagua, okay, it's another art, Bagua. But other bits and pieces that I've picked up throughout the years, I've just picked up stuff just by watching movies, watching, like, buying videos, buying books, anywhere I could, just to get some more knowledge about ways of fighting and martial arts. Watching videos about boxing and kickboxing, watching videos on Aikido and ninjutsu, all kinds of art. There's all kinds of stuff you can learn out there. There are so many ancient old arts. There's Hapkido, you know, judo, so many things, right? Not just when you think of MMA. Usually there are people in there that have backgrounds in other arts. They might have done kung fu, karate, silat, what do you call it, Krav Maga, things like that. But a lot of the time you get people in MMA that have done a mixture, or it's mainly a mixture of these arts. You've got Muay Thai, which is Thai boxing, Thai kickboxing, grappling arts like wrestling, and some jiu-jitsu, but it's not the ancient old Japanese jiu-jitsu. It's like a more of a more modern take on it, which is coming from the Gracie Brazilian jiu-jitsu, of a lot of ground fighting stuff. And this is one thing that I've got a problem with too, because this is one of the many things I don't like about MMA. But I believe ground fighting is important. Like, if you do fall on the ground, then what? You're going to have to be able to fight the attacker off, right? But I don't believe that should be the place to start. You know, you lay on the floor with someone wrestling on the floor. It's just not realistic. You want to be able to be on your feet. If you can get away, get away. That's it. You know, you don't want to fight either. You know, you want to defend yourself. I don't believe in a lot of sport fighting, so I've done kickboxing. You know, I think kickboxing and boxing and all of these arts. Excuse me. I think all of these arts are good. There's wrestling also involved, as I say, in MMA. But I was going to say, I think all of these arts are good, all of them. But it's like, when you just got to throw yourself away, you know, when you go into a competition just to fight for money or fame or your face, that's no good. What's that? That's fake. It's not real, you know. You live in an illusion. Martial arts is not really... The true ancient old ways of the martial arts is not really about just martial arts, like, oh, how I'm going to kick somebody's ass. No, this is about control of yourself, you know. Protection of yourself. Yeah, if you've got to fight to protect yourself, by all means you've got to fight to protect yourself. Self-defense, don't let anybody hurt you. But you want to get away. So there's nothing wrong with hiding from trouble, running away from danger. I'm not saying run away from your own life. You need to face your life and face challenges sometimes, and face on and be brave and confident. But you don't always need to run into a situation where you have to prove yourself to everyone, whether they're your enemies or whether they're your so-called friends. If they're your friends, they should respect you anyway. If they're good, decent friends, you know, you should respect yourself and say, look, who are these people that I'm hanging around with? Are they really my friends? You know, these people don't really like me. They want me to prove that I'm brave or prove I'm something. So if you're not sure, like sometimes people are not sure, you can't overcome every dangerous situation. You know, you don't want to risk getting hurt. You only fight if you have to fight, you know. It's like, you know, the soldiers in the army, like the military, the snipers, they're from far away in the distance. They do it in computer games too, right? But I'm saying in real life though, right? Real life, the snipers, they don't run out into the field and say, here I am, come on, let's fight. They're going to get shot to death, right? It's like the ancient ways of the ninjas in Japan. The same thing is stealth. Modern stealth, they're doing it now with the stealth, with the internet, with all kinds of technology and stuff, and they're trying to not be seen by the opponent. You know, you call out these, like I said, these hits, you know, you hit somebody with a cheap shot. Oh, that's a cheap shot, man. You hit somebody when they weren't expecting it. Oh, why don't you get ready and tell them and face? But no. You look at the best fighters in the world, you look at the best MMA fighters or boxers now, any of the best ones, okay, they also have their fight game, their fight strategy, you know. They always try to show something, like a trick. Not show. So I mean, they always try to trick the opponent. They'll hit up high, so the opponent doesn't know, and they go to cover, and then they hit low, or they go the other way. They try and trick and set up the opponent for the attack. They're trying to set them up so they're easier to hit. They do a lot of fake techniques to try to trick the person and then hit them on their blind spot, like where they weren't expecting, you know, where they weren't seen, where they didn't see it coming. So you're always trying to not get hit, and you're trying to hit. So trying to not get hit, are you going to say that's weakness? That's cowardice? No, it's not at all. It's wiseness. You don't put yourself in danger. You don't have to run into a burning house to prove you're a hero. Maybe if you're going to save a loved one, or if you're a firefighter. But I'm saying, you know, to avoid hassle is to avoid negativity the best you can, and avoid the worst things. you may need to sometimes, you know, like there's an old sentence, an old saying that goes, was it cut off the hand to save the finger, is it? Or cut off the hand to save the arm? Or, you know, it's better to, like, what's the word, curse rather than to maim or something. Like, you'd rather, you might have to, like, fight so as to prevent a death, prevent someone killing someone, things like that, you know. Or you may have to shout at someone. Or like maybe your parents, sometimes the parents would tell off their children, and maybe the little child, maybe the little tiny kid, maybe they won't understand and they'll start crying, but they had to be disciplined because otherwise they may have been in danger from something. So the parent had to tell them, put those scissors down, or don't touch those electrical plug sockets or whatever, you know. So it's teaching us to be wise. So you're never wrong. You shouldn't be thinking about your ego. Anybody out there, I can say anybody in the world, shouldn't be worried about ego or trying to prove themselves in any situation. Martial arts is a lesson for life. So when we're not thinking about martial arts, we're just going through life. It's actually about being a better person by not overcoming everything and being bigger and braver and tougher and thinking you can do it, and giving yourself this false, you know, sense of security. Because, you know, the ones who always win, when they lose they will feel really bad, but the ones who always lose, when they win, you'll feel really great, you know, feel really happy. But you're always a winner as long as you realise it's a new day for you. There are times in your life where you'll be crying or really in despair, really upset. How could people treat me like this? How could this world treat me like this? How come you try so hard and you always meet failure, and there's people that always will put you down? But the truth is, you know, they're just human like you too, and they're lost sometimes, and you just need to understand yourself. And if you want good, that's the most important thing. And if you ever feel down or sad, don't worry, because you can't control the world. But if you ever feel sad or angry or upset, that's no time to feel bad about yourself or anger towards yourself even, because you know you're sane. That means you want something better, but you don't have the power to do everything. And you know, that's less of a burden too, because if you had the power to deal with the whole world, you would have to do that. So you don't have to, you're free. In yourself, you are the master of yourself. You're always there, and it's always there for you. You are always there for you. You're not the one who's never there for you, right? So that's good. You're the one who's always there to hear that voice in your heart. And I believe that's what it's about. It's the beauty of life. So martial arts is not in a daydream. You're not telling yourself that, you know, you can always beat anybody in a fight because you know all these techniques, or because you work out. There's always people that are stronger than you, and there are people that know more techniques than you, or there are people that are, maybe they're weaker than you, maybe they know less than you, but sometimes they can even still hurt you. You know, anyone can attack anybody. And when we're talking about avoiding violence, avoiding getting hurt, you know, avoiding negative situations or dangerous situations, there's nothing cowardly about that. That is the true, it's not just heroic and brave, it's the wisest thing to do, you know. Yeah, sometimes people are brave but they're not smart, you know. Sometimes you know, you're smart, you're not brave, but you're smart. You're smart. You see what I'm saying? Brave, you see, that's what I'm saying. So fear and confidence can affect the way you do things, that's true, but they can also be distractions sometimes. You're holding a key and you want to open the door. This key is the right key for the door, and your hand just turning that will work. It doesn't mean you've got to have confidence about it, or you believe in it, or you believe the look on this guy's face. Oh, yeah, okay, I trust. No. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know, you can jump up and down. Gravity will pull you back down. So the truth is what it is. So you've got to understand, to learn to understand truth. I'm not trying to promote a load of wisdom or just what I think I know about life. I'm not trying to sound clever here. I'm just sharing literally what I've learned, and I've got a long way to go. I'm not even at the bottom of the mountain. I'm literally far. I can see the mountain now. I can just about see the mountain ahead of me, and I have to go and have to climb up that. That's the second half of my life. You can say your whole life's like climbing a mountain. I believe it's more like, you could say it's like half of your life you're walking to find the mountain and see the mountain. You know, and choose and realise what choice of a mountain you've taken, and then go up it, and you learn to enjoy it then, rather than see it as this hell of a challenge, and your life's a hell and it's so hard. No, and you get to the top and you see the beautiful view, and guess what? You've still got time. You've taken your time and effort. That's what Gong Fu is. Like Gong Fu, hard work and effort. But truly, what you've done is you've saved time, and you've saved your life. Health is very important. Some people smoke, and some people take drugs, or they drink. These are bad habits. I'm not telling people to do what, you know, to follow what I believe. Some people do what they like, and they can do what they like. But the truth is, health and safety is the right way to go. People in this world will put you down often. A lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people will put you down if you're nice. They'll say you're Mr. Nice Guy or Mrs. Nice Person, you know. They'll put people down if you're nice. They will say you're a walkover, or a goody-goody. You're like very lame, what's the word? Very whack, right? I don't know what word to use, just like silly. But the truth is, you know, it's not about being hip all the time. All these fads and things will go by. The time just changes, you know, as it goes by. And there's always people that will talk. They will talk more than me, like now, and they'll try to share their knowledge. Who am I? If I was standing beside some really big tough guy with, I don't know, with tattoos on, some, I don't know, chains around his neck, muscle man, someone beside, you'd probably listen to that guy, man. He's got the works. This guy knows. He's going to tell you about what it is to be tough in life. He's been through the wars or whatever. But it's not always the outer appearance and the illusion, and plus they're not you. You are you. You can't compare yourself to anybody else, and you should never do that in this life. You can learn and you can develop your abilities and skills. Anyone. I've taught people martial arts just in what I know. I've taught people, and I've shared the same knowledge with people. I've taught people in their 30s as well, and from around the world. I've taught a lot of people from China, England, Wales, India a little bit, and Russia. And I've taught people just in what I know, you know. And it's been a wonderful thing to teach young men, young women, and all kinds of people martial arts. And I've shared so much through the videos, just in what I know. And I'm so, my ability is so limited compared to some people. But I have my own level of fitness, and I have my own level of understanding of the skills that I know, you know. And in traditional kung fu and karate and kung fu and these kind of arts, and you know, there's a special kind, there's a nice kind of flow, a very good a flow of the hard and the soft, the yin and the yang. Okay, so yin and yang is pronounced as yin and yang, and how the two sides, how you work both the soft and the hard, the fast and the slow, the big and the small. And it's about working and adapting the shape and the flow of your techniques to work in reality, not just fancy, showy moves. Like a lot of people, like especially the MMA and modern day people, they will put down a lot of traditional martial arts because they think they're all the same. Yeah, there is nonsense out there, but some people just put out some nonsense, you know, and they think they're the real deal and they're not. But the thing is, okay, you don't need to compare with others, but the thing is, a lot of these people, they will put down traditional martial arts because they think it's all just a load of show, sort of exaggeration, and that's not the way things work in real life. Or they will say, okay, if you're going to make things work, then you're going to have to adapt things to actual fighting situations and make them more applicable, more simplified and straight to the point, which is why they call MMA like an advanced way of fighting, which is not true. As I see it, it's more like of a limited in so many ways, but there's limit and then there's the opposite of limit, because the truth is they have very good athleticism, they work out very hard, and they focus hard on the skills that they do train, and they train for real fighting and self-defense. Now, fighting is always wrong, but if you need to defend yourself on the street, I believe everybody needs to defend themselves. Men, women, of any age, all people of all ages need to be able to protect themselves. To have some skill is better than nothing. better than nothing. Doesn't mean you're going to be Superman. It doesn't mean you're going to be invincible. No. But what it does mean, okay, is hold on while I think. What it means is if you have like football, football or basketball. Okay, those people, right? Let's say football, okay, soccer or football. You have like goalkeepers, and they have to train to stop the ball going in, yeah. Now, if they never practiced, they would have less skill. Yeah, these professional World Cup, Olympic, whatever class football players, sports players. I'm not really into sport, please excuse me. But these people, if they never train skills, they would never be as ready as they are. It's better to have some skill. Sometimes, though, they still are not playing at their best. Sometimes the ball just goes in. They're unable to stop their shots. So sometimes they're not always ready. But it's better to train regularly, and that's what martial arts does. It trains you to have a lot of reactions. Now, there's training that you can do by yourself to keep yourself fit. There's drills, there's things, plus techniques. You don't fancy training. Sometimes you're not in the mood for training. You just don't want to. And the working out too. And the most important thing is keeping flexible and having some level of fitness. It's good exercise doing the martial arts alone, but you have to do some stretching and working out. The other day I made a video for my channel, just my own rough video at home, and you'll see me, if you watch the video, anybody, you'll see me training my full workout that I do every day, my stretching top to bottom, but I take a long time to do it. It usually takes me like 20 minutes to half an hour, but I took like 1 hour and 21 minutes just showing the whole thing to you guys in the video, explaining what I'm doing. But it's just there, you can see it. But it come out pretty good, so I'll upload it when I can, okay? But there's martial arts in general, you have to work out and do stretching and some strength training before, because it keeps your body, not only does it prevent you from easily getting an injury, which is also very important to take care, so you're not tight and easy to have an injury. You're going to be more flexible and a bit strong enough, but it gives you the ability to be a good martial artist. It's no good just knowing the knowledge. You have to have a strong mind and a strong body within you. I'm not comparing people to people, whoever. You need to have your own level of self-control and strength and flexibility. It becomes addictive. Like, I wake up most days and I feel like, oh God, I can't be bothered. Some days I feel good, and some days I wake up and I just don't feel like training. I'm just exhausted, but I force myself, When I was, and I feel better after doing it. I feel good all day. When I go out to work, I feel great. I feel much younger than some other people probably do who are my age. I'm 37 now. I feel like not 20, but 20 something. I feel pretty good, And yeah. So it's just a great thing. It keeps you fit. It keeps your mind active. It keeps your body active. You're very full of energy, And trust me, as you do get older, your body starts to feel like weaker, and you just feel, it's just horrible. You just can't even move. It's not a lazy thing. It's like your body just feels so. When you wake up in the morning and you don't want to get out of bed, or your body feels really, really heavy, and you think, oh my God, I'm older now. And I remember when I was younger, when I was 16, 17, or whatever. But when I do the training, I feel good, and because I'm always regularly training, I feel great. And certain days, I'll be doing more, like in the day, or if I go for a walk or extra things, that'll be good. Or I'll do a few stretches outside before I come home, or a bit in the evening, and I break things up, But it's got to be a routine regimen. You have to do it, and you have to feel good about yourself. You feel good after you've done the training, but you also feel good because you've done it, and other people are not doing it. You've done something for yourself that other people might not do. Maybe other people are stronger than you. It doesn't matter if they're richer than you, or smarter than you, or stronger than you, or whatever knowledge they have, or whatever. But they may not be challenging themselves the way you are, and it's not the same kind of satisfaction. You will feel satisfied. You will feel good, and you'll never feel satisfied because you always want to do better. But you feel comfortable in yourself, and you're giving yourself power, and you're developing yourself and improving yourself. It doesn't matter how much money you give someone. If you don't improve yourself, you're no good. It's not about other people, whether they accept you or not. You haven't got to prove yourself to others all the time either. You just got to keep yourself safe, take care of what you have in this one life, which is your body first, your mind and body, and avoid dangerous people, dangerous places the best you can, you know. You haven't got to get into an argument or prove something or stand up every time. If you can run away and get away from a dangerous situation, good. But if you do need to fight, you're ready. You have some skills, and that's better than nothing. You know, you get some idiots out there who just want to fight, you know, and you've got to be really careful. If someone's got a knife or a gun or a knife or some kind of weapons, or if there's a group of them, that can be very dangerous. I've been mugged when I was younger. I've been robbed and stuff and had things happen. I was bullied in my school. When I was in school, when I was young, I was bullied badly. Not as bad as some people, but I was bullied so badly that it affected my education and so much. In my formal education, it affected so much my schooling. It affected my life and even growing up. I don't mean I was like emotionally broken and like sad and feeling weak. I don't mean that. I mean it literally wrecked my time because I was getting bullied. I was afraid to go into the room. I had to miss classes, and that was important stuff, so it messed up my damn education. Other people were getting beaten up worse than me and stuff, but I stuck to the martial arts and I trained. I avoided fights for the most part. I've had to use martial arts a couple of times to defend myself, but mostly though I've just tried to avoid fights, you know, and I've probably done better because of it. But I've focused on development and training. See, martial arts is about training the self and improving the self. Yeah, so that's basically what it is. Martial arts teaches you to be free and understand reality, your nature, as in what's here. Not about political stuff, political correctness, or what's going on in the world around you, and technology and all that stuff. That's just what is, you know. But we, as human beings, we're here. It's just about taking care of this. Is what it's about. The heart, the self, the mind. You know, I'm being honest. A lot of people would call me cheesy, call me silly, foolish for what I'm saying. They'll put you down for being a goody or soft, or they'll definitely want to beat you up for saying, you know, martial arts and you're showing off, you know. But that's not the thing. It's not about boasting. It's about learning some skills. If you learn to swim, then you can swim. I can't swim personally myself. I never learned. But you can't learn everything. So I want to say, you know, I hope you've enjoyed this video, anybody. There are various martial arts out there that you can train, okay? There's been a little martial arts chat, okay? Here. And, you know, so anyone out there, like, you know, who's thinking about doing martial arts, some of the people I've been speaking to, you've got older people, younger people. There are people that I hear now and again talking about martial arts, like this Ashley. Okay, hi Ashley, if you're watching. You know, she wants to learn martial arts. Good luck, to you for that. Okay. If anyone has any questions, you can ask me here. Okay. But I can only share what I know. So I can share techniques in my videos. You can see me showing a few things about what I know and stuff. But it's different when you see someone training to actually training with someone. When people train, if you go to a school, if you find a school and you train, it's going to depend on what school, what's nearby to where you live, and who's teaching you. You're going to have to see, you know what I mean, and work the techniques and the skills. That's what it basically is. Because when I'm training with people, usually that's what I find, you know. Over my life from training, I've learned so much about how to move in different ways. But when I'm training with someone, I can actually feel how to, you know, what actually really works. And sometimes you'll be training techniques with people and it'd be like, you're not really going to be knocking each other out. You've got to be careful, obviously, when you train with someone. But when you're training, when you're practicing with someone, I mean, it's different, like to train into a punching bag, hitting a bag, that's different. In traditional martial arts, you've got movements where you're using the opponent's attacking force against them, and the person's moving as well. And you don't want to burn up all your energy and your power. But what it is, you learn awareness, you learn, you know, coordination, your balance, your focus. And when someone's moving, you might be training a certain drill or a certain kind of grappling or striking drill, and someone might just move a certain way, you know, and they'll be like, they break the drill. You'll be doing this pattern, working, okay, roly-poly, whatever the hell it is, and the moves, and then the guy just suddenly goes, hits you in the gut or something, not a real punch, but and you're like, damn, and it takes away your mindset, and you're like, whoa, if that was real life, I could have got hit. I could have been stabbed or killed or even. So you're like, wow, this is no joke, you know. So you have to learn different ways to cover and be able to move naturally, not like a robotic way, you know, just being stuck in one style. But what you learn is you go in and you train, you know, and you learn to be ready. And when that hand's coming up, you learn to stop it, and you can hit. Okay, when he's grabbing onto you, you learn to immediately catch hold of that, go in and work it as if it was real, you know. And it's a very, very good thing. It's an amazing thing to have that power. I mean, that power through the skill, I'm saying, not strength over someone. It's about having this skill where you can use. This is the thing about traditional martial arts especially. You're using so much skill where you're not always relying on so much bodily power and strength and flexibility over the other person. No. You're using technique to work with whatever the opponent's doing, to a lot of the time, to overcome the bigger, stronger opponent. But obviously, you know, there are times where you have to throw the punches and kicks out too, and have your own power to be able to do that as well, you know. But it's just a great thing. So MMA, would I support MMA to people? I wouldn't really support. Would I suggest MMA to people? I wouldn't really suggest it, you know. Say, you know, learn that. What's the word? You know what I mean? Like, it's good. I would more recommend. I would recommend you doing like a traditional martial art. But the thing is, it's good to know a bit of everything. You know, it really is. I think Aikido practitioners should learn a bit of kickboxing. I believe, you know what I mean? Karate practitioners could learn from Aikido or Tai Chi, right? Or Wing Chun, okay, Yung Chun, all of it, you know. They're all good. Krav Maga's a good art. You've got Sistema, there's, what's it, Silat, Kali, there's so many different arts, just boxing, Muay Thai. MMA like tries to put a few different things together. They've got the idea almost. A bit of grappling, a bit of striking, a bit of this, a bit of that. They've got a few things there. But all you see is these athletic guys like, covered in tattoos, you know. No offence to people with tattoos. If you like tattoos, that's okay. I know people that do. I'm just saying, you know, you're trying to live like a persona. You get some young guy who wants a beard because everybody else has got one. Or someone starts dyeing their hair pink so their mates do it because they saw it on some hip-hop video. What happened to truly expressing the self, you see? Truly being the self without needing to express to people. You don't need this society, you know, you don't need to be a slave to it. You need to be free in yourself before anything. That's what it really is about, you know. Honesty. So if you're not honest in the self, you can't really do martial arts. You're setting yourself up for a knockout, basically. So you've got to be honest with yourself in life, and martial arts will help you like a tool, like a vehicle through life to help you in this path of bettering yourself. And that's not going to help you if you're putting yourself in danger's way all the time, or you're putting yourself like concerned about proving yourself to others all the time. These things will slow you down, you see. Yeah, so this is basically what it's all about, you know. So, yeah, big thank you to you for watching this, you know. Absolutely, okay. I support anybody that wants to do any martial arts, you know. I really support. My videos, I can just share what I can, you know, simple stuff through the videos. But to actually train, you might have some bad experiences. You might like train with like certain teachers that you find is not for you, or the style is not for you. But the more you learn about martial arts, it's an ongoing thing, and it's a lifelong thing. And you'll find that there are times where you'll be more into the training, and times where you're not. But it's not a fad. It's not something that's like for a short time. It should be an ongoing thing to be really meaningful. But there are some techniques and some lessons that you might learn that you'll be able to take throughout your whole life. You know. Sometimes a lot of teachers have ego too. or your classmates. You've got to be careful. Sometimes you might have an accident in a classroom that's worse than on the street. So you see some fighting, someone accidentally punches or kicks somebody. You've got to be careful, you know. But you can't be aggressive. You can't be like, it might, working out and martial arts and all that can be a way of like releasing stress. But you shouldn't be having stress all in you all the time anyway. You know what I mean? It's like when I make those videos and I'm punching my punching bag like a maniac and I'm going crazy on there, using some crazy language too on there, I know. But when I'm punching the punching bag and I'm going crazy, it's not really an aggression like losing stress or anything as such for the most part. Usually I'm able to turn on this energy and just go, just punch, you know. It's just training, you know. It feels good, you know. So that's what it really is. You're feeling your energy and you feel good, rather than lying down and someone telling you you're weak. That's no good, is it? No. But you need to be gentle and humble and honest in yourself and follow the ways of nature. I believe all men and women, and the natural way of the world, and that we should be following nature. And we are not following. We are part of nature. We are reality. That's what we are, you know. And if you're honest, you know, all the good things in life will come to you, you know, and that's what you want, you know. Hate is weakness, you know, as in all violence and harm towards life. That's weakness. It really is. You have no reason to be envious, jealous, or fearful that another human being is more worthy than you in any way. You are a human being. And martial arts, okay, for anyone, are truly for anyone. Okay, that's what I was saying there. If you'd like more knowledge on any styles, I can share just what I know about the different styles. But the truth is, really, there's a lot of information online you can learn about the different martial arts. You know, anyone who's learning martial arts out there, yeah, share your stories. You know, type comments. Let me know how you've been getting on in the training. Anybody out there. Or just, you can make a channel, make videos about it, share your experiences. I'd love to hear what people are saying, you know, about the martial arts, because it can benefit a lot of people. The more we learn the martial arts, if we learn more about, because it's a dangerous thing too. You can hurt people. Martial arts can hurt people or even kill people. So you've got to learn to train and be careful and take care of each other when you're training with someone, not to hurt. So you're learning control. How not to hurt people through it, and how to, through this protecting yourself, and through all these deadly fighting arts, you learn how to protect life. And when you've got that kind of training, what you're doing really with yourself in control with that person, you're learning to actually help each other and engage. You're actually learning a more deeper connection with. It's a connection through the physical training to the mind of a human being, and that's what we need to do in daily life. All people need to accept. You know, and respect each other in their character. You get bullying in schools, you get people that just don't respect you, you get it in the adult world, at work too. People need to accept themselves and respect all humanity, even if we've got different ways of thinking, and never, you know, want to look down on others or harm others. You know, that's the thing. I'm just sharing what I know. Thanks for watching this. It's a very long video, this one, and you just take care of yourselves, anyone who's watching. I hope Ashley's enjoyed this video, because this is I was just talking about martial arts really. I'm just happy when I hear that anyone wants to learn martial arts, and I wish you well with that, okay? You know, if you'd like any tips on training, anybody out there, I'm happy to share my videos too, okay? So do let me know. The styles that I train in, as I say, just from my basic knowledge and my basic background. I've already mentioned to you karate, okay, bits of karate. I've done training in karate. I've got a good friend of mine called Dwayne, okay, a good friend of mine, Dwayne. He's a certified black belt in karate. He teaches people too, okay. I teach just what I know in my karate, you know. I've done, as I say, kickboxing, 5 animal kung fu, Wing Chun. I mainly teach Wing Chun to people, as I say. I've taught long fist wushu before, forms, basic like weapon training, self-defense too, just for the training. the philosophy and everything, of course, all in there. Basic Taiji and Bagua, and then various locks and things which you will find like in Aikido and stuff. But I just find like simple, like certain ones that I do, and that's all incorporated in my Wing Chun training and stuff anyway, you know. But yeah, if you want to see any more bag videos, let me know. Any fun bag videos or drills or bag workout videos. I'm trying to make some workout videos for people too. Okay, so I've got the full-on workout video I'm bringing up soon, doing different kinds of training videos. I'm going to try and share a lot more martial arts stuff that you can train, even if you don't get to a school or anything. You could maybe follow at home, learn some maneuvers and training, some combos, some routine workout with martial arts we can put together in there, follow along type stuff. My punch bag obviously too, so I've got some fun stuff I can do on that. You know, I'm kind of limited for space at home, but I can do what I can. I might make some videos outside in the parks or on the beach. I live not too far from the sea, which is nice now. In certain places, you know. We'll see what's what, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know. So if anyone's interested in me doing like a series on any martial arts or any specific kind of techniques, do let me know. I was thinking of starting another Wing Chun series anyway, but the thing is with that, I mean, it's better to train with someone but I can still show certain techniques on video. I can still show, but I may just make an all-out, like, just ongoing like martial arts videos in general. So if anyone wants to see more martial arts, just let me know, okay? But you just take care of yourself, guys. So there's more stuff on the way. Take care now. Thanks for watching.